right, so here we are this morning with Gray, the winner of Splendor. I'm Christina.
And I'm Rob from Blue Peg, Pink Peg.
And I know we're excited to be here, but you have to be super excited.
I am super excited and still a little dazed by the whole thing.
All right, well, let's get to know you a little bit. Where are you from?
I'm from Arizona.
Okay, and are you in several games this, or what have you signed up for?
I have signed up for Wingspan today,
Uh-huh.
Azul the next day, and then Dune Imperium on Saturday.
Oh, wow.
So in Arizona, you're gaming, you see an announcement, World Series of Board Gaming, and you think, you gotta go?
Oh yeah, I mean it's in Vegas, so that's already a great reason to go. And it looked amazing. It looked really well put together. So yeah.
How long have you been gaming?
Probably like 8 years for board games, and I played Magic for a long time before that.
Oh gosh, I love Magic so hard. Yeah.
So what made you decide to pick Splendor? Like why that game, and how did you prepare, and what did you all do to get to where you're sitting right now?
Okay, so why I picked it is I like Seven Wonders a lot. I love drafting games. I'm a Magic player, so that makes sense. But for some reason, I'm terrible at it. I just can't seem to ever win it, which is really, hard on me. And I know Splendor. I only played it a couple times before, but I knew it was like pretty straightforward and simple in terms of like what you do in the game. And so I said to myself, well, I should probably choose a simpler game so I can prep more and quicker for it.
What kind of research, what kind of training did you go into?
What was your boot camp like?
Yeah, well, about a week and a half ago, I was like, we're really close to this event, so I...
So you procrastinated a tad?
A little bit.
Okay.
I was busy. And so I got a Board Game Arena account, and I started playing on that. Quickly learned that I didn't know what I was doing.
Oh, no.
Watched the high-level players play, and watched a couple of quick videos on like general strategy. Just kept playing from there and kind of figured out. Funny enough, I actually apparently was playing an incorrect strategy last night in my semifinals. One of the guys who was, I think, playing a lot more than me was like, oh yeah, you shouldn't go after the people at the top. He's like, that's not a real strategy at high level. And I was like, oh, that's what I've always done. So that was a fun thing to find out. But it helped. It helped.
I mean, that might not be a bad strategy.
So you had a competitor give you a tip.
After the game.
Oh, after the game.
Yeah,
I was like, why would you do that in the middle of the game?
No.
So at what point when you were playing were you like, I think I'm gonna win this?
So yeah, it was about 5 turns before the end of the game. I saw the line of what I needed to get to exactly 15. The other players could have cut me on one, and they actually talked about it after the game, but whoever did that would for sure lose because it was useless to all of them to take the card. And so I was like, well, I know I'm done in 5 turns, and I think I'm ahead. And there was one other guy that I was like, I couldn't remember his reserve cards, and I was like, oh, is he gonna beat me? But yeah, he's the one that told me 3 turns before the end. He said, you won, good job. And I was like, oh good, I'm glad you know, because I wasn't 100% sure.
So you were telling us a story before we got started. After you won, what did you do?
What did I do?
You called home.
Oh yeah, I called my wife who was asleep. Well, she was in the hotel room, and then when I went up and told her what happened, she was like, congratulations. It kind of felt like asleep. But this morning she was like, it's real? This happened? Yeah, we did it.
So, you have, other than winning the ring event for Splendor, you now are the inaugural first winner of Splendor at the World Series of Board Gaming.
Yes.
Like, that's a title.
It's pretty exciting.
You should put it on a business card, right?
We might
Change
have
your
to
job
do that.
title.
Oh, that's actually good. I'll need to talk to my work when I get home.
Yeah.
Like, guys, we need to update this.
So back home, who do you play with mainly?
So I live with 2 of my really good friends and of course my wife, and so we play together. I also have a gaming group that I play with pretty frequently, like once a week, who we were texting last night. They're very supportive. And then I play at a store nearby me called Recreation Games, which is super fun.
So it's your local.
And that's the store you're playing for. That was called what again?
Recreation Games?
Recreation Games.
Yeah, I'll
okay.
play in for them as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, let's go.
All right, so we got to think big. You've won the first event, right? So what are you going to do with the money if you win the whole thing?
It's a really boring question for me. I'm going to pay off my wife's car. That's what I'm going to do.
That's lovely.
That's so nice.
I mean, you are in Vegas right now,
yes.
But you're gonna be conservative and pay off. That's so sweet.
I'm very conservative with my money, so yeah, that's where it's going to go. And then anything excess would go towards the game we're designing, and marketing for that.
And you had mentioned that. What is that that you're
tell us about
designing?
your game.
It's from Warped Reality Games.
Warped Reality Games.
The game's name is Potionville, and we'll be kickstarting in like Q2 of next year, hopefully, assuming everything goes well. It is, at its core, a resource management contract fulfillment game, but what makes it unique is that it has simultaneous action selection with your what you gained from each action you take being dependent on what the other players prioritized.
Ooh, okay.
And then there's a dichotomy.
cool.
Yeah, it was a fun. I thought of it one night when I was sleeping. I was like, this seems like a good mechanic. And then there's a dichotomy between creating these potions, you're a potion brewer in Potionville, makes sense, and giving them to these people that are traveling to your town versus drinking them for powers, which vary based on how good you are at doing them. And the art is going to be by Andrew Bosley, which
Oh,
is going to be
nice.
awesome.
Yeah,
So he's going to
that's
start on that next
awesome.
month, which we're really excited about.
Well, that is super cool. Congratulations.
Congratulations,
Greg.
Thank
but
you.
you're not done. You have Wingspan. What else do you have?
Wingspan, Azul, and Dune Imperium, and learning all the games I don't know before
That's exciting.
Sunday.
Well,
Well-
hopefully we see you at the final table for Azul,
so too.
because we're commentating that game.
Perfect.
So this is some vibes I'm sending for you to get
I
there.
feel them.
All right. Well, that's Rob and Christina from the World Series of Board Gaming.